Hi all, this is Skate, and this is console again. Recently, I put up an Xbox 360 video, and banged on about the graphics. For Blitz players, everybody went, ooh, look at the graphics. And for console players, it was, those graphics are crap. They look awful. So, I treated myself to an Xbox One. And Jesus Christ, I can see why they were complaining about the Xbox 360 graphics. Look at the graphics on Xbox One. It's insane. I will say, though, it was really irritating waiting for that 50 gigabytes to download so I could play this game. But it was worth it. It really was worth it. E25 is my baby. I adore this tank on Blitz. So, being as I had an Xbox One this weekend, I thought I might as well get myself an E25 as well. I never bothered getting an Xbox One previously because, well, I didn't really play console too much. But I really wanted to start playing World of Tanks console a little bit more, so it made sense to get an Xbox One, pretty much just to play this game. So bad. You know you're a World of Tanks addict when you do that. But, being as I treated myself to these things, I thought I might as well throw up a video about the E25, or really just another random console video. Like I said, I love this tank on Blitz. I mean, I'm completely obsessed with this tank on Blitz. I have like 1,000 battles in it. On console, it's ever so slightly different. You've got a higher rate of fire, but you only have 130 damage in comparison to the 160 we get. Other than that, it's virtually the same as you'd find in PC and Blitz for that matter. It has fantastic mobility, a very low silhouette, great camo value, and that rate of fire is just built to annoy the crap into people. As it stands though, I have fairly good knowledge of this tank. Most of it's come obviously from Blitz, plays virtually the same as I mentioned. Problem I've got is this is my third battle out in this tank since I bought it. I have no crew skills. I have, I'm going to put coated optics or telescopes on this, but at the moment I got a camo net and a rammer with no crew skills, so I never know when I'm spotted. Except, as per there, when somebody's already aiming at me. Sixth Sense works slightly different on here. We have Sixth Sense on Blitz completely stock. Every tank gets it. It's a normal thing. On here, you have to earn it as a crew skill. But if somebody's aiming their gun at you, it will come up to say detected, only when they're pointing their gun at you. That's my understanding of it. But in an E25, that usually means a little too late. It's the type of tank where you want to sit it, and especially with the bigger maps. Now, we've got the bigger maps on console here in comparison to what we've got on Blitz, so it means I can play the E25 at much longer range. But when you're spotted, it'd be nice to pull back before anyone even gets a chance to point their gun at you. Then the other issue I've got is obviously my map knowledge is still pretty poor. Some of the maps I've learnt now, or I've learnt them a lot better than I did. But maps like this, I have no idea where I'm going. And especially with the changing weather, it really does add a whole new dynamic. You will note, though, I am in a platoon with another E25. That's also his third battle in the E25. We both decided to just buy these at the same time. I bought one and tempted him into getting one. Sorry, buddy. The platoon in my team, though, his name is Hassan. He plays Blitz, and he also plays console. So he offered to show me the ropes on the best places on each map. He got pushed, though, by this Panther M10, also known as a champion, and an IS over there. So obviously I do have to come over and help as quick as possible. E25 with that rate of fire, fair enough, it only does 130 damage. But it really does do it quickly, and it really does pull things apart when they're not looking. Now, the downside to this tank is obviously the lack of penetration, which is why you'll notice a lot of people carry a fair chunk of APCR in this tank, because even when you're using it, it still makes money. In that situation there, I switched to the APCR to guarantee a pen on the IS. I probably didn't need to, it was probably a little bit overkill, but I wanted to make sure we kept Hassan in the game. But you'll notice I'm going up and down the ridge. Because I haven't got Sixth Sense, I don't know if I'm spotted until it's too late. I could be on all their radars right now. But what I'm going to do is see if we can take out this OI experimental before anyone does take a shot at me. And 2 shots into him, we have managed to finish him off. And the accuracy on this thing is just it's so much fun. And then I see a shed ton of shells come flying over the top of me, and one bounced off my side. So obviously we are spotted. Which is why I'm straight back down, into cover, and then trying to relocate. If we can chase down this little light tank, it'd be extra beneficial for my team, obviously, to take him out, but somebody else already does that. And then I take a hit from the Skoda T25, and he only does 15 damage. Now there's no way he has 15 alpha damage, so he's firing HE at me. Yeah, idiot. But I am going to try and relocate behind this hill for cover, and then see if we can pop out and obviously get some more damage in. Problem is, again, I don't know which way is the best way to go in this map. But then we see a Death Toaster. Someone takes him out before we get a chance, and then we see a Hellcat. And we do manage to get 1 or 2 shots into him. Can we get a third in him before he disappears? Nope. And then there's the Skoda T25, who put 15 damage into me. So time for a little bit of revenge, without my HE. I'm going to just load him full of AP. And he only now looks at me, but it's too late, he is already dead. The rate of fire on this thing is phenomenally good. If you can keep it in cover without being spotted, you can just tear things apart. But I want after that Hellcat. 1 shot into him and he is gone. That's 22 shots on target, and that's 5 kills. I was quite happy with that for my 3rd game, and when you consider I don't have coated optics or telescopes in this yet, yeah, I was happy with that, and I have no crew skills. If I lost at this point, for me this would have been a good game for... Well, it would have been a good game for me on console, because I'm still fairly new to it. The account I play on, by the way, has got like 5,000 battles, which is why I do have an M103 on here. I very rarely played this. I played it when it first came out, several years ago. I sucked then. I suck now. But my daughter plays it, so... I played Blitz, she played on the console on the Xbox 360 upstairs. Now I have an Xbox One, she can play on the Xbox 360 upstairs, and I'll continue to play it down here. But she's not allowed to touch my E25s, that's mine. At the moment, though, I am artillery hunting. And we are now winning 5-4. So my logic is if I can take out their artillery quickly, then we have more of an advantage. However, I am going to look around here, and there is going to be no artillery. There are probably usual spots for the artillery to camp up around here somewhere. But again, I don't know where they are yet. Obviously, with time, I will. While I'm doing this, my platoon buddy is going to go start capturing their base. So being as I cannot find any artillery, or a good way up to the corner of that map, because, well, I don't know where I'm going, I decided I'm going to turn around, because there's obviously no artillery by here, have a look down by here just to be on the safe side, and then set up somewhere and provide him some cover and fire, just in case anyone comes back to say hello. As we do this, though, an ARL V39 comes around the corner, which is a French tank destroyer. Now, we haven't got these in Blitz, so I have no idea what gun it has on it, and I have no idea what its armor is like. But we are about to find out. He has just taken out my last heavy tank, and it is just myself, my friendly E25, and our artillery. I bounced 1 off his front, and his return shot was eaten by my track, so quick repair and time to relocate. I really need to provide as much cover fire as I can for the E25 in base, for the obvious reason of, well, he's about to get overrun. So, VK's coming out to try and go get him. I need to try and track the VK. I'm not going to, sadly, though. He's going to get behind cover by there, which means I do desperately need to relocate. Now, all I'm doing is looking at that ARL and trying to size it up at this point in time. Now, I'm assuming it looks like a 90mm gun. Please, somebody correct me if somebody does know better. And I do manage to track the VK, just sadly a little bit too late. He has already killed my platoon buddy, which leaves me and the artillery. We do manage to finish off the VK. The ARL has shot, and something else has just shot at me as well. We can assume that is the KV-1 on the enemy team. It's the only heavy tank left, and there's another shot from him. It can't be artillery. I have no idea where the artillery is. The reason I'm saying it can't be artillery is I was looking at the angle of that shell coming in, and I'm assuming it is the KV-1 left on the enemy team. So, I'm trying to stay in cover by here, away from the KV-1's gun, which obviously we know is shooting from the left, and I know that ARL is making his way round. But again, I have no idea what gun he has got, and I have no idea how much alpha damage he has. All I know is I have a cracking rate of fire, and I'm hoping to try and catch him out before he sees me. However, he has popped up below me, and looking at him turn, he looks like he has very slow traverse speed, so although I don't know what gun it's got, I make the decision of I'm going to go for it, because I know the E25 has amazing traverse speed, and I'm hoping to try and get round him, and obviously take him out from the side. Now that I'm a bit closer to him, that looks more like a high velocity 75mm gun. I really don't know. I'd love to know, actually, and I'm going to go have a look after I finish making this video, because I'm fascinated now. As that's happened, though, he did get a shot into me, and he did hurt me quite a bit. So I'm a one shot to the artillery, and to the KV-1. Now, while this was going on, my artillery was knocked out, which means the artillery, or the enemy artillery, is up by my base. The enemy KV-1 is on my left-hand side, so I can stay and fight him, and probably lose if I do it so close range, because obviously I have very, very low health. One shot, I am dead. But seeing as the enemy artillery is already by my base, and he knows I'm down here, logic should be that he should start capping, especially as he's already taken out my artillery. So I'm making a gun for it back to the base. There is probably a quicker route than the route I'm taking, but the way I've gone down here is I'm out of the view of the KV-1, and I am making a break for it. You'll see I'm looking at the map there trying to work out which is a quick way to go. So I've broken contact now with the KV-1, and I'm literally just trying to get back towards my base to take out the friendly or the enemy artillery, because as we expected, he is now capping the base. So that's my sole priority. KV-1's not a threat. In theory, once I've dealt with artillery, I can come straight back, I can camp up in a bush, and I will be able to spot and take out that KV-1 from long range before he even gets to see me. That's my plan in my head anyway. Plans don't always come together, do they? But let's see what happens. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the base. I'm coming up close, so I'm thinking, right, okay, this is great. I'm going to go around here, and I'm going to try and appear, hopefully, at an angle where the artillery is not looking at me. And it's got some gun depression on this tank, so I'm going to pop up by here. I get one shot into him, and boom. Yeah. Oh, no, that was a heartbreak for me. Yeah, I got shotgunned by artillery, and that was a cracking shot by that artillery, because I was a very low silhouette. So my third game out in the E25, I managed 4,043 damage, 3 penetrating shots. We lost, but I still got 4,200 XP. 4,000 XP! That's ridiculous! And 88,000 credits, so I'm not complaining. I wish that was a win. It was a bit of a heartbreak. I was very pleased with that game. Hopefully I'll get a lot more like this. I can start putting it up on YouTube. Except, hopefully, there'll be more with wins. And I believe I'm the only person looking at that board on over 1,000. Sadly, my platoon buddy got caught out by those IS and the M10, or Panther M10, who both pushed him. So obviously I don't think it's his fault on that circumstance. It is what it is, and it is only our third game out in this tank, remember. But considering I did more damage than I think the rest of the team combined, and there's 13 other players on the team, I am very pleased with that. Anyway, that is only meant to be a short video. This is the first video just to say, hey, look, it's so pretty. No, seriously, it looks amazing. And I'm so glad I picked up this E25. It's my favourite on Blitz, and it's now my favourite on console. Hopefully when I have full equipment and more crew skills, I'll be able to do a little bit better. And even so, even if I didn't, I'm pleased with that. It was a good game for me. Anyway. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.